Hello everybody, welcome back to Pure Joy Papercrafts. Today I have a project share for you that I'm very excited about. So let's go ahead and get started and I will show you what we've done with this cute little guy here. Alright, so today I have an album here for you, which was actually made with one of Photoplay's pre-done little kits. So I have here the packaging. So this was Photoplay's build an album, and it makes a 6x6 hinged album. It is super simple, and for those of you that make your own albums, this will feel very straightforward. If you've never ever made one, this is an awesome starter to get you going. But because I have made a ton of my own, especially with chipboard, this was super straightforward. You can even kind of see here a little sneak peek in the instructions. They hinge it exactly as we do as crafters. So it was a very straightforward project for me. It was just nice that I didn't have to do any of the cutting, scoring, any of the chipboard, none of that. So this little album is made with P13's Farm Sweet Farm collection. I've had this in my stash forever. I had the 12x12, the 6x6, which I'll show you in just a second what is left of my 6x6. So I've got the 12x12, the 6x6. I have one of the decorative tags. I have more than that. I have three of the decorative tags. And one of the ephemera, one of the stickers, and some of the chipboard stickers. So if you have never bought P13 before, you should. It's a wonderful brand, really nice quality paper. It's amazing. They also, though, when you go to buy it, it's not the way Echo Park, Cartabella, Photoplay, who else am I thinking of? There's another one in my brain. Minte, which Minte is a little bit different, but those like big brands that we always use, P13 does not operate that way. So if you look really close, I'll show you on this one. We'll see how good we can get here with the light. So this says chipboard stickers 03. So they have tons of different chipboard stickers instead of normally like when we buy Echo Park or Cartabella, there's one chipboard sticker pack. P13 does multiple variations. So I have, this is the third one. These are the stickers. You can see that it says stickers. This is 02. So this is the second one. And then hence why I have three different decorative tags. If we flip it over, I have to take a peek. I have to look really hard because my brain doesn't quite work. Hang on. I thought I was all ready for this. Oh, there it is. There's my brain. So this is set 2, set 3, and set 4. So you have to kind of check the numbers and see what you want. So when I had bought this, I knew I wanted the 12x12. I knew I wanted the 6x6, but I went through and looked specifically at what was in each of these. Like it'll show you online when you go to order it. This one I have 2, 3, 4, sticker 2, chipboard sticker 3, and then I think they only have one ephemera. But you can tell, okay, this is the ephemera, but here's all these different decorative tags. And this set of decorative tags, if you see on the back, it shows you the size, doesn't have any holes in it, whereas these other two do. So you could easily buy this one and only have like more ephemera, even though it's called tags. So that is everything I started with. 12x12, the 2 stickers, the ephemera, these decorative tags, and then I just giggle because I didn't think this through before I did this. This is what's left of my 6x6. So P13, I'll show you here in the 12x12. They do kind of what Minte does, where inside of the covers, ooh, I'm falling apart here. Oh, and I've got things missing. They've got cutouts here. And so I got wild and crazy the other night when I was working on a different project where I finally broke out my scan and cut, and I decided I was going to go ahead with my 6x6 and run it through. because like that's what you can do with these. So it's not just wasted and you're throwing this out. This is extra ephemera. So you don't even have to buy the ephemera. A lot of these are what's in the ephemera. So if you didn't want to, you would not have to. But this is what's left of my 6x6 because I ran it through the scan and cut. So this one just had leaves on it. So this was the back. And you can see there's a couple of the scan and cut didn't pick up, and I have not run it through again. And then this is the cover, obviously, that's now missing big pieces. It had trees and whatnot on it. Again, I didn't run it through. You can kind of see here. It was the first time I've used my scan and cut, so we're on a learning curve here. But I did get quite a good few good pieces out of it. You can see here. There's that Farm Sweet Farm, and there's a tree. So, that's really what I have left is kind of these little bits and pieces of the ephemera, and then what I've got left that I had purchased. And then I have pretty much the entire 12x12. The only thing I took out of the 12x12 was a cut apart page. So I was able to get this entire album done, and then I made a card out of my scrappies because why not? I was trying to use up what I had. That's not what this video is about. Total side note. I wanted to show you what I had before I got into what I actually made. So using that kit from Photoplay, here is my album. So this is made almost, there's a little bit of a change in here, almost exactly as the directions say. So they have on here this little flippy out, which I have a magnet in here, and you can tell I did not quite do this right. I used little magnets when I should have used big magnets. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom us in a smidge. And we're going to shake, sorry. So this is your binding. This is a cut apart from the 12x12. There were no, I don't quite want to say that. I want to say there were no cut aparts in the 6x6. And I wanted a big cut apart on the front. So I took my cut apart out of my 12x12. All of this green that I have matted was in my stash. So it's a sagey kind of a green that I've got in there. These are flowers from my stash. These are pearls from my stash that I put in the middle. And these are the same pearls that are down here. So there's our cover with our magnetic closure. Here's my spine. This was just a little scrappy that was left. And there's my back. This came from the tags, one of those tag kits, so put that in there. And my cover is matted 6x6. It's probably a little bit smaller than 6x6. I would bet that this green is an actual 6x6. I can pull my ruler out. I don't want to. And then I've got silver foil back there for my covers. So let's go ahead and open this up. So this is not chipboard. This is just really heavy cardstock that they have you make this album with. It is a little bit funky because they have you do like the cover, and then you can kind of see in here the way that they have you do the binding. Like normally for me when I make an album, I stop my binding like midway. This has you run your binding like all the way to the edge. So it's thicker on your cover just because you double mat your binding with your cover. So we've got our cover, flip it over. I went ahead and fussy cut this off of a 6x6 to have a pocket. These are the remaining cut aparts from my 12x12. I just stuck them in there. So you can see, I just love this paper. It's a really cute gardening paper, hence when I bought it. It's definitely influenced by, like, I remember seeing this paper and having to have it. So the only thing I did different was they show you like how to make these pages. It's very simple. They cut it, you know, twice the size it should be. So I believe this is a 6. So it was a 12x6 page. It's already scored. You fold it in half. You stick it on the binding. What I didn't do was completely enclose it. So I went through and made pocket pages. So all of these are not included in the kit. I did this so that I had pocket pages, but otherwise this is all exactly what's included. So these are already done for you. You fold them, stick them on, you're done. So we've got, this is a pretty big album considering like what we usually do, because we usually have signature pages that, you know, have flips and flaps and folds. These are just straightforward pages. So there's nothing exciting about them. They're just pretty heavy duty pages. So we've got these here. I went through, so you'll be able to see in here, I've got my ephemeras, little tuck spots in some places, and I did double matte everything in every single little, I am out of frame. Good going. Every little ephemera is a tuck spot. I didn't want to close anything down. I just don't like to do that. I love to have the decoration there, but I don't like to close it in for anybody. And then I just put more of those leftover cut aparts. Like I used a whole cut apart page. I believe if I flip through, there's 2 or 3 cut apart pages in that 12 by 12. So I just went through and put all my cut aparts in here, and then used up as much ephemera as I could in some cute little places. So I've only got a pocket on that front cover, but every single page, like I said, is a pocket page. And so I've got photo mats in here on every single one, where I only put pattern paper on one side and then the rest of my green on the back. So you've got tons of places to put photos. You could go berserk and actually really fill this up, which is why I didn't cover the rest of my binding, so that if you needed to use a little bit more on this, you could. I doubt it will work, but there's not much wiggle room in here. But it was nice to not have to go through and do all of the construction like we usually do to get a cover done. It was just nice that it was already pre-cut, but this is very much exactly what we do. So if you're trying to learn how to make these without having quite all the supplies yet, this is a great starter to kind of figure out how we do our bindings, how we do our pages, and just kind of play with it and add what you want. But I love the way this turned out. It's super pretty. I'm excited to finally get to use this paper. But there you go. There is Photoplay's Build an Album, done with that P13 Farm Sweet Farm paper. And please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I've got tons of videos coming. I'm filming today, and I'm working on getting my very first tutorial done as well. So stick around for those. Make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss them, and I will see you in the next video.